Hello students, welcome to online classes. Today we are going to start September session 1. Okay, first of all our topic is pressure in gases. So let's recall our previous points and previous topics which we have discussed last time. First of all, you should recall what is matter, and anything that has mass and occupies space is known as matter, and I have explained all these things. Okay, now how many types of physical states are there? How many types of physical states of matter? There are 4 physical states of matter: solid, liquid, gas and plasma. States of matter, here you can see the diagram of solid. Okay, and you can notice that particles are not moving, they are vibrating on fixed position. These are the examples. Rubber is example of solid, pencil and scale. You all know that solid particles are tightly packed with each other, they vibrate, they have definite shape and volume. Why they are closely packed with each other? Because of strong force of attraction, and if we heat, they vibrate more. States of liquid, here you can see that how liquid particles move. Milk is a liquid. Atoms of liquids are tightly packed but are far enough apart to slide over one another, and they have indefinite shape and volume, and they have weak force of attraction as compared to solid. And gas, these particles can move freely. Here you can see the movement of particle, they can move in all directions. Okay, that is why they are highly compressible. Let's come back to your topic, pressure in gases. Okay, so pressure is determined by the flow of a mass from a higher pressure region to a low pressure region. Pressure measurements are made on the fluid state, liquids and gases. We are going to discuss in detail. I'll give you the different example to understand that how pressure is determined by the flow of a mass from a higher pressure region to a lower pressure region. Let's discuss how can we define pressure. Pressure is a force exerted by the substance per unit area on another substance. The pressure of a gas is the force that the gas exerts on the wall of its container. If you have a container, so we have to observe that how much pressure is existing or exerts on per unit area. Okay, we will define the any container, we have to divide the units, and then we will observe by each unit. Okay, and then we will know that what is the pressure of given container or given substance. So just remind this definition. And class, gases are squishy and can easily be compressed. If a sealed container can resist the expansion, when a gas is heated, there will be more pressure inside the container. And pressure is a property which determines the direction in which mass flows. And here you can see the example of balloon. There are millions of tiny particles in this balloon, and you can use gas pressure every time you blow up a balloon. Millions and millions of air molecules are blown up into the balloon with each other with each breath. Okay, and the molecules move around readily in all direction and bouncing of each other and the walls of the balloon. Each time a molecule hits the wall of the balloon, it gives the wall a tiny push. Okay, millions of tiny pushes add up to one big push, the air pressure that inflates the balloon. Okay, let's see other examples. Here you can see the example of cane. Here you can see this can is full of air and surrounded by air. The air pressure inside and outside the cane is the same. This is why the cane keeps its shape. Okay. Now here, when air is pumped out of the cane, the pressure inside falls, okay, and the higher air pressure on the outside pushes on the walls of the cane, making it collapse inward. If we squeeze it, okay, higher pressure will be outside. Okay. Now let's see the example of tire. Gas pressure keeps this tire inflated, and if we remove gas from this, it will not be inflated. Okay. What is your homework? You have to solve exercise from your textbook on page number 86. Take care.